So what makes a good proposal? That's a great question. And there's so many elements to that that makes it almost a difficult question to answer. I mean, obviously, the more we're able to understand what the organization is doing, programs that you operate, people that you serve, outcomes that you're working towards, best practices that you're using to inform your work, the overall organizational capacity, how the tenure of senior leadership, of board members. So there are many things that we look for in a proposal. I mean, really, the way I look at proposals, it's an opportunity for the organization to tell us a story. Tell us a story about who you are and what you do. So I really want to, we asked for a 3-4 page proposal. After 4 pages, I want to have a pretty good sense of what you're working towards. Who are you, and what are you trying to do? So that, for me, makes a really good proposal. Short, succinct, and very clear about the mission and the goals that you're moving towards as an organization. One of the questions that comes up from nonprofit organizations is what should we really emphasize in a proposal? Is it facts, figures? Should we tell a story about a client? And once again, it's a really difficult question to answer. Every foundation is different, and then even within a foundation, you might have 7 or 8 program officers who review proposals, and everyone operates a little differently. I mean, personally, I'm less motivated or moved by the story about a client. I mean, I do concentrate more on facts and figures and your role within a community, or your role within a community, and your role within the context of other organizations doing similar work. So you're homeless provider. I want to understand the number of people. I want to understand the number of people you're seeing, the type of people you're seeing. How are you addressing the needs that they have? I also want to know how you work with other organizations. What makes you different from some of the other homeless providers? I need to understand context, the context in which you operate, but then the things that you're doing to serve your client and to serve the community that you're working with. So a proposal shows up on my desk from an organization that I may not have had any contact with, or if I did, it was a really brief conversation. Well, the first thing I look for when that proposal comes across my desk is, well, I want to know more about this organization. So I go right for history. In our grant proposal, we want to know, we ask about your mission, who you are, how long have you been in existence. Those are the places I go. I want to understand who you are, where do you operate, what do you do, who do you serve. So I really kind of focus my attention on that written proposal, and looking for you as an organization to communicate some knowledge to me about who you are and what you do and who you serve. So for me, it's, especially if I don't know who you are as an organization, I really want to be able to get that in the application. So there have been many, it's surprising, but there have been some occasions where a proposal will come in and organizations will actually skate over that piece. It may be a sentence or two about the background and history of the organization, but then it's a jump right into the programs. And that's helpful. I mean, it's great to know the type of programming that you do, and I want to know that. But if there hasn't been a relationship with our foundation, it becomes a little more challenging then to wrap my hands around who you are. So I do look for information that communicates who you are, the role that you play within your particular field, and the people that you serve.